Brilliant. Okay, so welcome to tonight's Yoga with Liz. Thank you all for joining me again this evening. I'm hoping this finds you all doing okay and the best you can in this current scenario. So when I woke this morning, this was what came to me. So this is what I'm sharing with you. It was quite a powerful day yesterday. It was 11/11. So it was all about manifestation. It was about manifesting, manifesting our desires. So that's what I would like to work with tonight. But the first thing before we ever think about manifesting anything is we are tapping into gratitude. That is the first thing we are doing. However tough things are and they seem to us at any time, we are always, always, always tapping in to being grateful. So we're tapping into that part of ourselves where we are grateful, grateful, grateful. So that's what we're going to be working with tonight. So there's going to be a lot of heart opening, a lot of breath work, as we tend to do quite a lot anyway. And the other thing, just want to share with you, every time we put our head down below our chest area, not only does it release stress and tension and all of that, it's also a sign of humility. So we are bowing our heads. We are honouring all that is. So as we do that move, that's just to bring that awareness to humility of self. It also obviously slows us down, de-stresses us. And then the strength we work with, we're working with the strength in our legs. So that is our connection with the earth, that is our strength, that's our warrior, all of those type of moves, okay? We're going to invite in prana. Always, always, we're working with prana. We're working with the breath. That is our life force. That is the difference between us being here and not being here. Inviting in that breath, the prana into our bodies. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to invite in that prana, invite in that gratitude. And with every breath out, guys, we are just releasing that which no longer serves us individually or serves us as a being on the sort of like the whole planet, let's say. So if you can just bear with me for 1 second, I'm just going to check if anyone else is waiting to come in. I'm also just going to check if we can have another thumbs up. Is the sound okay? Was that a sound all right? Fran? Yeah, okay, brilliant. Okay, great stuff. All righty. I'll just check if there's anyone else I haven't sent stuff I should have sent to. No one's messaging me. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Just check this one. Brilliant. Okay, team. Wonderful. It's a real technical challenge, this as well. I know it's technical for you guys, it's a challenge for you guys, but it's a real technical challenge for me as well. Trying to do the yoga class, get it all set up, reply to everyone. It's crazy, but it's a good challenge. It's good to keep yourself challenged. So, team, everybody up on your feet to start off with tonight, please. Let's just start off with some lovely, lovely loosening. We'll start off with our feet just a bit wider than hip width apart, and we're just going to let ourselves really loosely swing. So you know this one, team. Just release the arms and just swing, swing, swing. Swing low. Sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. I promise I won't sing anymore. So just swing round, and you know the score. Just let the hands just tap on your kidneys. You're just releasing, releasing, releasing. You're stimulating your kidneys. That's where you're holding all of your stress there in your adrenal glands. So just have a little swing, swing, swing there. And while we do that, I'm just going to light this candle once again, as always. We just always have a candle lit. We're inviting in the light. Okay, wonderful. So standing again, nice and loose, just roll the shoulders back, bring them up, breath in, and drop them down your back. In we go, breath in, down your back. If you want to just let your feet just soften and just pull your energy into the earth as you're dropping down, allow that to happen as well. Wonderful. And then one at a time, we're going to take our arms. So let's start with our right arm up to the sky, over, follow our arm round and back. Let's go again with the same arm. Up, follow your fingers. Up, 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 over, 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 back round. Here we go again. 3. And again, team, working with that breath. So deep breath into the base. Pulling that breath in. Couple more. Follow your fingers with your eyes. And here we go. One more. And down. Wonderful. Okay, let's switch round. Let's go for the other arm. Up we go. And out. So we're breathing the breath. We're bringing that prana into our bodies. We're opening up that shoulder. In it comes again. Up, over, 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 and down. Let's do a couple more that side. Let your whole body just twist as you're going round. That's absolutely fine. Let it be quite free. Wonderful. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a deep breath in. Let's take both arms up to start with. Stretch up and just release your hands down by your sides. Okay, let's do another one of those. Deep breath in. Up we go. And just drop your arms down by your sides. Wonderful. Okay, so right arm now, guys. In with the breath. Over. Take it over, over, over. Stretch out up the outside. Breathe in and go back over. And your breath out. What we're going to do, we're going to take that right the way over. We're going to swing around and kiss the floor. We are just mobilizing our bodies. Other arm up. Breath in and out. Just take that over. In again. And then right the way over as we mobilize our bodies and kiss the floor. Wonderful. Opposite arm up and over just to prepare, just to stretch over. Back upright again. And then on the exhale, let that breath go and just sweep its way round. Breath in and out. In again. Out and over. Sweep that breath down to the floor. Next one. One more each side. Up and over. In again. Down to the floor. Up and over. One more. And round we go to the floor. Okay, stay down close to the floor, guys. If you want to, you can just straighten your legs and just take some lovely, lovely, lovely deep breaths there. So just let your top part of your body just hang down. You can lift your hands off the floor if you want to, and you can grab hold of your elbows and just let your body just hang. Just relax, release. Let your body just hang. Wonderful. And really breathe into the top of that back, the top of your back there. I know some of you have fed back to me that you find yoga breath work a bit weird. So really see if you can connect your breath into those areas. So see if you can breathe in literally to the top of that back. Wonderful. And then we're going to take a breath in. We're going to take this hand, your right hand, we're going to take it down to the left foot, the left ankle. We're going to breathe in. We're going to take our left arm. We're going to breathe in and we're going to lift that arm up. And we're going to open up and look up. You can have both your legs straight. Just opening up and twisting round. That lovely, lovely twist. Breath in and just come back down. Again, we're going to reverse that. So deep breath in. Take your left hand to your right ankle. Breathing in. Take your right hand on the exhale up to the sky. And again, twist round and look up at that hand. Just look up at that hand. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And then just let that breath out and bring both your hands down to the floor. Heel toe your feet together and just squat down onto the balls of your feet. Now, if you want to keep your hands on the floor, that's great. If you want to put your elbows on your knees, that's equally fine. Can someone just give me a thumbs up if the sound is still okay? Brilliant. Okay, thank you guys. Wonderful. Excellent. Okay. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to put our hands back on the floor. We're going to press the soles of our feet onto the floor and we're going to come up into a forward bend. Okay, so your feet together. So deep breath in. Lift the crown to the ceiling as you breathe in. As you start to exhale, hands to the floor, heels down, and press yourself up into a half forward fold. So you've got a flat back there and you're forward folded. Then we're going to take another deep breath in. We're going to engage the stomach. We're going to bend the knees, press into the soles of your feet and bring yourself slowly, 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 slowly up to standing. Wonderful. And as we come up, we're just unlocking every time we come up, vertebrae by vertebrae, one at a time, and so that the head comes up last. Wonderful. Now we're going to find ourselves in a lovely mountain pose. So I'm going to lift my shoulders. I'm going to drop them down my back. Okay? So my shoulder blades are pulling, pulling, pulling down my back. Like so. Okay? My chest is open. I'm facing forwards. My heart is open. My heart is shining. That's exactly what we're doing. We are shining our heart space forwards. Shoulders back, down your back. Breath in. As you breathe out, drop your shoulders down more. Extend your head. Imagine someone has got a piece of string and they're pulling your crown up to the sky. Tuck your belly. Drop your pelvis. Just tuck, tuck, tuck there. You can pull your quads up, pull up from your knees. Get yourself in that lovely, lovely position. Elongated, wonderful. A lovely mountain pose, really strong in the legs, strong mountain pose. And just, if you want to just close your eyes for a moment and just connect to your breath. So take some lovely, long, deep breaths. And just drop those shoulders back even more. So every time you breathe in, remember you're breathing into your lower belly if you can. And as you breathe out, you're elongating your head and you're dropping those shoulders further, further, further down. Wonderful. Mountain pose. This is our gratitude. We are standing here in gratitude with our hearts shining for the world. Okay. Deep breath in, guys. And and then we're just going to step our feet apart. Okay, so wider than hip width. We're going to have our feet facing out slightly by about a quarter turn. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take a deep breath in and we're going to do a side stretch. Hang on, let me just read my notes here. Right, we're going to start off with a side stretch with bent knees. Okay, so deep breath in. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go over to one side, bending this knee, so we're staying facing forwards, and we're just going to come down like so. So just almost like a sideways lunge like that. Wonderful. So that's our first move, our first position there. Wonderful. Just stay there as long as you're comfortable. Keep your keep open. Imagine always, like it's almost like we're against a pane of glass. We're against the wall, we're against the pane of glass, so stay open as you lunge there. If at any time that's too strong for you, you can come up. If you want to go further, you can take your hand down to the floor, but make sure you're staying open. Don't do that at the expense of tipping over like so. You're better off staying on your leg there. Okay, so deep breath in, press into your leg again and bring yourself up to standing. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so we're going to do exactly the same on the opposite side there. So deep breath in, arms up. We're going to take this arm over. Again, we're staying open here in the chest, and we're going to come just over like so. Again, looking up. Make sure your elbows flat, looking up. If you want to go down to the floor, then you can quite happily do that if you want to put one hand on the floor. We're just staying open like that at the moment. Some lovely long deep breaths there. Feel that stretch in that leg. We're opening up, we're opening our chest again. See the heart there. The heart is open to the front again. Wonderful. Breathing gently, gently, gently. Wonderful. And then deep breath in, press into that front leg and bring yourself up to standing. Brilliant. We're just going to heel toe the feet together just to give the back a little release. And then we're going to go back into a similar position, but we're going to have our legs straight this time. Okay? So again, think about the strength in your legs. We're pressing into the earth. The strength is going. We're strengthening our bodies. Okay, so let's breathe in. Up. We're going to go down to the opposite side. We're actually going to go right the way down. Keep both your legs straight. Go down there, and we're going to take our head, if we can, down towards our knee. So both hands just down there. We're just going to take our head down towards that knee. Now what you should feel now is you should feel that lovely stretch, that elongation up the back of your leg. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. If that's too harsh for you, just bend that leg. Again, if that's too much, again, you can go back down on your, you can rest on your knee there.
Liz?
Yes?
I can't hear you.
Okay, I think it's when I put my head down, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, that's really great. Thank you, Sherry, for that.
Okay.
Okay, bend your leg, push yourself up. Is that better volume? Okay, so we're going to repeat the same on the opposite side. I'm going to order myself a mic pack next week, and I'm going to do a little Madonna for you all next week. Okay, so deep breath in, and we're going to do exactly the same on the opposite side. So breath in, we're going to go over, bend that leg, keep both your legs straight, you're going to go down to the floor, keep both your legs straight, and take your head down onto your knee. So stretch in that position. Take a couple of lovely, lovely, long, deep breaths in that position. Really, really breathe in and just let that breath out in that position. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Again, if that's too strong for you, this is your yoga session. Do whatever suits you. Whatever suits your body, that is what you should be doing. Wonderful, wonderful. Pull, pull, pull. You're not pulling, you're never pulling, are you, in yoga? You're breathing and you're releasing into that stretch. You are releasing against that knee. Wonderful. So one more breath there, and then I'm going to invite you to take a breath, press into your knee and bring yourself back up to standing. So deep breath in, press into that leg and unwind yourself back up into a standing position. Wonderful. Okay, so from here, team, we're just going to rotate immediately to facing forwards. And I'm just going to tip this screen slightly. Okay, so we're facing forwards, we're in a forwards lunge there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to just drop down. We're in a forwards lunge here. So we're just going to take a breath in, arms up to the sky, drop your hands forwards and just go into a forward lunge. So take your front knee forward into a runner's lunge. Wonderful. Then we're going to take another breath in and drop down the back knee. Drop your back knee onto the floor. Okay. Deep breath in. Press into your knee and your front foot and bring yourself up to an upright position like so. We're going to raise our arms. Put your hands, open your hands as if you're holding a ball and just look up to the sky. Look up to the sky. A little tiny crescent bend, a little tiny back bend we're going for here. Nothing too strenuous or straining, just a little back bend. There we go. A little back bend there. Wonderful. And then release your hands back down to the floor. Put both hands inside of your leg for a moment. And then we're going to do a similar move. Now what we're going to do is we're going to press into our foot again. We're going to come back up. This hand on our front knee is going to be open with our palm up. Now, it's entirely up to you. If this move works for you, go for it. If it doesn't, you know not to do it. You can lift this back leg if you choose to and hold onto your foot. Woo! And wobble. If you have a bolster or a cushion, you can use that. I think I messaged most people tonight to grab a bolster or a cushion. If you have that handy, great. And remember, if you want to open your base out a little bit more, if you want to open your knee and your foot a little bit further away from each other, that might help as well. This is a beautiful position for receiving. This is a gratitude position. So if you're struggling to hold onto your foot, which I am, just sit there in that position there. So just take some lovely deep breaths there again, shoulders down the back, opening your chest. And just, if you choose to, breath in, and you can just give yourself a tiny, tiny back bend again. Just stretches out the front of that leg. Wonderful. Breathing in, release the back foot, turn the front hands over. Both hands down to the floor, press into that leg and come into a a pyramid. So both your Stay there for a moment. Take some deep breaths in. And then both hands flat on the floor. Both feet back together. If you're comfortable, take yourself into a plank. If you're not comfortable in a plank, just drop down onto your all fours. If you're comfortable in a plank, great, we'll stay in a plank. And then we will switch the legs over. So switch your other leg forward into your runner's lunge. Drop your back knee to the floor. Deep breath in, press into that front foot, extend up. Imagine you're holding a ball between your hands. Stretch up to the sky and look up to the sky. Wonderful. And breathe. Really use your breath there. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Now, if you're feeling it, guys, breath in. Drop your hands down to the front. If you want to have a go at the crescent with the foot up behind you, try it this side. If you have a cushion or something, pop that under your leg if you need a bit of extra help. And then we're going to take a breath in again. We're going to press into that front foot. Open the hand so you are open to receive. And then we're going to take a breath in. If you're feeling it and you want to lift that back foot and take hold of it, do so. If not, you can just stay in that position. If ever it's too much pressure on the knee, the other thing you can do is just roll your mat and put that under your knee just to support yourself a little bit more. Okay, so breathing in that position. And then we're just going to, again, just tip the head towards the heaven, just to extend and give us just a very slight back bend and a front stretch in that front quad. Wonderful. Breathing in, bringing both hands back down to the floor. If you've got a cushion or anything, kick that away. We're going to go briefly onto all fours, tuck the toes, and then I'm going to meet you in a downward facing dog. So breath in, press into your hands and your feet and just lift yourself up into a downward facing dog. So we're going to walk our feet one at a time. We're walking our feet, pressing that heel down, down, down into the floor as we're in that position. And then lift up onto your toes and press your heels down into the floor. Extend, create that lovely straight triangle like so. See if you can press your heels into the floor and press your chest closer to your quads. And just stay there for some deep breaths in. Inhale and exhale. Wonderful. Okay, breath in, into the knees, walk your hands back up to your feet, and we're just going to stay in a forward bend for a moment. Forward, forward, forward bend then. Okay, wonderful. Okay, deep breath. Bring yourself up to standing. Very slow slowly uncurl. Come up to a standing position. Wonderful. Okay. So. Okay. So from here, guys, we're going to take a deep breath in, up, reach up, and again, we're going to go into a forward, forward, forward fold. We've got one more position here like this, okay? Then we're going to walk our hands out to the front. Drop bring our left foot forward, sorry, and we're going to go into a runner's lunge again. Take one knee onto the floor. So you're almost in this position. So you've got one knee on the floor and one leg out behind you. We are now going to lift our back leg up to the sky. And if you can, reverse your hands. So reverse your hands to face the back. Lift your heart and lift your leg at the same time. And just stay in that position, take some lovely, lovely long deep breaths there. Really have your heart facing forwards and fill yourself with that lovely light energy. Draw that breath into your heart, into your chest. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Flex your foot, point your foot. Lovely. And then we're just going to drop that foot back down. Come back into all fours. You can take your hands, if your hands are uncomfortable that way round, have them facing front, okay? We're going to do that with the opposite leg now. So deep breath in, pulling that knee towards you. Exhale, take that foot out and away from you. Turn your hands, flip your hands to face the back, if that's comfortable for you. And just lift your chest and open up, extend your head, extend your neck, and open, open, open yourself up there. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Great, great, great. And then bring that foot back down, reverse your hands, open your knees, drop your bottom to the floor, and press yourself right the way down into a lovely extended child pose. So press your arms right the way out, chest down to the floor, and just tuck your head in that position. And take some lovely, long, relaxing deep breaths in that position. Drawing that breath, really draw that breath in nice and slowly. Inhale, and then let the whole of your body just sink, 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 sink down into the floor. Inhale, sink into the floor. Inhale, relax into the floor. Wonderful. Take some beautiful, long, long, long deep breaths there. Really relaxing into that lovely, lovely stretch. Melting into the floor. Let your heart melt into the floor. Wonderful. Surrendering. Surrender, surrender, surrender. very slowly bring yourself back up onto all fours. And we're going to do one more move in this position. We're going to tuck our toes. We're going to take ourselves once more into downward facing dog. So tuck your toes, deep breath in, press into your hands, press into your feet. Take yourself up into that downward facing dog. Stretch out there. And then you can lower yourself through plank if you choose, or you can go via your hands and knees. We're going to bring our thighs, our tummy, our chest, our body. We're going to roll ourselves down onto the floor and just place your forehead on the floor. Now, what I would like you to do now is I would like you to go into what we call a full surrender. So you're going to take a deep breath in. As you exhale, you're going to extend your hands in front of you. You're going to let your feet fall out to the side, and you are literally going to melt the front of your body into the mat, into the floor. Whatever you have brought with you tonight, leave it on the mat. There is no judgment. Deep breath in. Extend your arms out. Allow yourself to fully surrender to the mat. And just take some lovely, long, deep breaths in that position. Breathe, if you can, deep into your back. Breathe right the way into your back. Couple more lovely, long, deep breaths in that position. Really surrender to the floor. Now, I'm going to invite you to bring your hands on a breath. Breathe in. On an exhale, bring your hands to either side of your, just to either side of your chest. So bring your hands so they're on the floor like so, just to either side of your chest. Like so. Deep breath in. Press into the hand, sorry, don't press into the hand, sorry, deep breath in. Engage the lower back, engage the buttocks, engage the lower back, and start to lift your head. Stretch your head out away from you. Keep your feet on the floor. And then when you run out of any energy to do that, then press into your hands. That's the last thing you should do in Cobra. And then just gently lift your head. Just tip your head back. Opening up, breathing into your belly. And then just rolling yourself back down again. Wonderful. Now, if you have a bolster, fabulous. If you have a couple of cushions nearby, great, you can use that. The other thing you can do is you can just get a blanket or something and roll that up. You can get a yoga mat and you can use that for the next move that we're going to do. But you can just use a cushion off your sofa. You don't have to, but if you want to, you can do. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a Sphinx, okay? This is really good for, this is just the back bend. It's just opposite. When we do the forward bend, this is the back bend. It's the opposite way round. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take a deep breath in, and then we're going to come up, and you can put your arms like so. So you can actually just put them across there. So it's very much like the cobra. We're not maybe quite the same. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to take a deep breath in, and we're just going to extend our head out and just lift up slightly. So let your shoulders drop down your back. You're not slouching. You're just engaging your tummy. Now, the other thing you can do if you want to is you can do this move with a bolster or with a cushion. And what you can do is you can pop that under your front like so. My bosoms get in the way here. And then you can just drop yourself down and just almost sort of hang or relax in that position. Just with your head just with your head down. You don't have to do it with a cushion, but if you're more comfortable doing that with a cushion as a modification, then you can do that. And then we're just going to take ourselves again down into that surrender position on the floor. So total surrender on the floor. Total surrender. Surrender totally to the floor. Take some lovely deep breaths in that position. And then the last one we're going to do here tonight, team, is we're going to do something called a seal pose, which is quite similar, but it will just work a different part of your back. So we're going to take a deep breath in. As you exhale, just put your hands slightly wider and almost in just a little bit in front of you. So it's a similar move to the cobra. You're going to breathe in, engage the buttocks, engage lower back, and just lift up into that seal position. So again, drop your shoulders away from your ears, extend your fingers out. You can extend your toes away from you. So you're stretching your body, you're pressing into the floor, and you're just lifting all of that lovely energy in your lower back. You're really using, this is great for strengthening your back. If you get lower back pain, this should be very, very good for strengthening your back. If it's pinching at all, as with any curl, like a back curl, just drop down a little bit or pull the tummy towards you. Never, never, never stretch, strain, or overstretch whatever's going on there. Lovely. And then deep breath in. Gently, just let that go and roll yourself down. Now, you can either, again, you can go into surrender, or you can put your head on your hands and just turn your head to one side. And just really, really relax in that position. Really, really relax in that position. Wonderful, guys. Well done. Fabulous. Okay. So, breathing in that position. Really, really breathing in that position and just letting go. So deep breath in. Bring your hands up next to your chest. Lift your head. Just bring yourself up into a 4-point kneeling position. We'll just do a couple of little cat-cows there just to stretch out our back. So breath in, feel your back, and then just exhale and let it roll in the opposite direction again. Breath in, stretch up. Exhale, we're just releasing where we've done those forward and those back bends. Tuck, 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 tuck as you breathe out. Breath in, wonderful. And then I'm going to invite you just to roll yourself onto your bottom so you are sitting on your bottom. So just roll back so you're sitting on your bottom. Wonderful. Excellent. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, brilliant. So bring both of your legs out in front of you. Just take a nice deep breath in. And just extend yourself up to the sky. And just sit there nice and comfortably. So extend it up to the sky. Okay. So do a deep breath in. We're going to lift our right leg and just pull that in towards us. Make sure your other foot is active. So your opposite foot, the toes are up towards you. They're nice and active. Another breath in. We're going to lift this foot and just take it over this leg here. So we've got one leg crossed over the opposite leg. And then all we're going to do is a deep breath in. We're going to lift up. And as we exhale, we're just going to go into a forward bend. So we're just going to do a forward bend with one leg over the other leg. And you should feel a very different stretch doing it this way. So again, breathe in, extend, and we're almost taking our heart forwards as opposed to dropping it down. So you're almost extending forwards instead of dropping down. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And then gently, gently, deep breath in. Lift yourself back up. And switch your legs over. So breath in. As you exhale, bring up the opposite leg. Just hug that knee. Inhale again. Lift that leg over. Tuck that round. Elongate. Lift your body. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen up. So you're pulling up out from here. So breath in. As you exhale, extend, extend. You're pulling your torso up, up, up and out. Breath in again. Extend forwards, taking ourselves towards that leg. Forwards, forwards, forwards. We're not collapsing down. We're lifting and taking ourselves forwards. Breath in. And forwards. Breath in. Exhale. Again, we're just releasing, releasing, releasing. No pull, no push, just release, release, release. And find yourself in a comfortable position where you can just breathe in that position. The in and the out. Inhale, exhale. deep breath and just very slowly uncurl. Uncross your legs. And then we can take a deep breath in here and just bring both of the soles of your feet together. So just sit there nicely, pop your 2 fingers over your toes and just literally sit there in that lovely position. You can take a breath in, just again, open the chest, extend up and allow the knees just very gently just to drop out to the side. So it's a lovely inner thigh opener. I didn't think what a thigh was for a minute. Breathing in. Just take some lovely deep breaths there. Just let your legs just open comfortably there. Okay. So very shortly, I'm going to take you into some breath work. But before I do that and we go into relaxation, who can I see? Sandra, I can see Fran, I can see Julie. Was the sound better? Thumbs up or down? Thumbs up, thumbs up. Fran? Thumbs up. Okay, great. Thank you for that feedback. Just in case people just want to go to sleep at the end and they don't want a feedback. That's great. Okay. So team, just to say, if there is any feedback, please do let me have it, because obviously I'm just putting it out there to you guys. It's really difficult not being in the class because I'm not getting the feedback from you. Normally I can pick up on what's going on and see everyone, but obviously I can't on here. So anything, please feel free to let me know. It's really, really nice for me to hear. So thank you. Okay, so I'm just going to take you onto your bottoms now. So get yourself in a really lovely, comfortable position. And we're going to do some alternate nostril breathing, okay? So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to take perhaps your finger and your thumb, if that works for you. You can rest one of your arms like so, just so you're nice and comfortable. Get yourself into a comfortable position. If it's difficult for you to sit like this, you can kneel, if that's more comfortable for you, or you can lean against a chair. If you have a chair or a sofa, you know, go and get yourself into that position. We're going to do some alternate nostril breathing, and then I'm going to take you down onto the floor for a lovely relaxation, okay? So I'm just going to run through the alternate nostril breathing with you. So what we're doing is we're breathing, we're going to get ourselves in a position. We're going to close one of our nostrils, and then we're actually going to breathe in first through both. Close one nostril, breathe out, and breathe back in. Close that nostril, open the other one, breathe out. Breathe back in. Close, breathe out. And then breathe back in. So I'd like you just to do that, continue to do that in your own time. So what you're actually doing is you're relaxing yourself, you're rebalancing, you're allowing the 2 hemispheres of the brain to work together. And very slowly, as you breathe right the way into your belly, think about, or just actually don't think about anything, focus on the breath and just very gently extend the breath. Make each breath out slightly longer, and each breath in slightly longer. also find at the end of a breath, you actually want to pause a moment. So you breathe out and you pause. And then you breathe in. Pause and switch. Breathe out. Pause. Breathe in. Just do this in your own time. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So if you just want to release your hands just gently from your nostrils, just sit back wherever you are, make sure you're comfortable and just close your eyes for a moment and just notice how your body feels. In yoga, we have no judgment. We just bring everything to the mat. Just gently notice how your body feels. And then I'd like to invite you just really slowly when you're ready to grab anything you need to make you all schnoogly and cozy and warm. Get yourself into a lovely, lovely relaxed position.